Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to our fashion show. This one is exciting. I think this one is very exciting.
Listen, Land & Sea has a second installation. Welcome to chapter 2.
Yeah.
The cat's out of the bag. We have more pieces for one of my favorite collections that we've ever embarked on. And it is April now, and I think it's time for some April showers.
April showers bring May flowers. And as we promised in January when we debuted Land & Sea, throughout 2024 and maybe into 2025, depending on the production schedule, we are going to be adding outfits to Land & Sea.
Yeah.
Wonderful ensembles that are just fabulous. And a lot of them come from our vintage, the sporting girls. So this one's fun because I don't know if rain walking is a sport, but Elwin's making it one.
Some of these sports are a little bit generous, but also don't take what defines a sport from me.
Right.
I'm not the authority on sports. Surprise. This, however, I am the authority on this coat.
This is good. So,
Love this
sorry
piece.
to cover you up, Christopher.
No,
Here,
you're
let's
fine.
stand in front of it. But this is one that we earmarked that we are so excited about. It says May, but it's April showers bring May flowers. But this is rain walking. And these were made in the 1950s by a brand called SILKERETTE. And mothers and daughters all love the singing in the rain smartness of SILKERETTE for being transparent. It glamorizes as it covers, chirped a women's wear daily spread featuring a see-through coat that revealed fashionable layers underneath. Manufactured in Hollywood as it was dutiful as well as beautiful and supposedly indestructible too. So this is fun. And in the beginning of the description, it talks about how in the 1950s, the United States entered a synthetic age where everything in life, from household appliances to NASA's rocket ships, was touched by a miracle substance, plastic.
Dum, dum, dum.
Plastic. And so we consulted our wonderful manufacturers at Ruby Red Galleria to make this outfit for Ella and Wild. It also fits Grace, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, it's a good one for Grace.
But manufacturing, I thought sewing a plastic outfit was going to be very hard. It is.
It is hard.
It is not easy, but they did it. So
Thanks,
we're gonna
Ruby Red.
Thank you, Ruby Red. And also they made the wonderful, wonderful rain boots.
Yeah.
So we're going to go in and chat about this outfit.
Welcome to Rain Walking. It's April. This is so charming to me. I love the rain. I've spoken before about my sort of childhood vignettes spent in the Pacific Northwest, and I really developed a romance. Me and the rain had a tryst for a while. I just because we don't really get a lot of rain in Colorado, and so when I would go home to see my family, I would hope for and manifest, this awful weather that nobody else enjoys. But I just love to prance in puddles, I always thought that was fun. And I really was excited to have sort of an opportunity to play with this project of raincoats and incorporating them into Elowin's world with a VDC, and it's very fun. So this collection features a raincoat. It also features a pair of beautiful heeled galoshes, a little rain boot for you, and a beautiful sort of patent leather belt that you can wear so many ways. It's a clear, almost lucite PVC vinyl that you can wear with any color, you guys. So if you have any color that you want to pair this with, it's perfect. I played with lots of new pieces from recent collections and also sort of streamlined, easy, clean silhouettes of one uniform color, maybe something monochromatic, playing with patterns, playing with muted neutrals. You can really go to town in any direction with this. So this is sort of a great way to show you as it comes. I love just a classic fire engine red. So the boot will come in one color, that beautiful bright cherry red. The coat is really phenomenal, actually. I think I joke a lot about, doll fashion doesn't necessarily need to be practical in a sense that she's not physically going anywhere. She doesn't need to be able to run the mile in this. However, I think this might be the closest that we've gotten so far to a piece of practicality for Elowin. It's a really wonderful texture. The way that it feels is just quite nice. I know that that's perhaps silly. It is plastic, but bear with me. We didn't quite know what to expect when we pitched this idea. What vinyl do you have access to? What latex do you have access to? And this is a very sort of soft, pliable, malleable sort of texture. It's not noisy and crinkly. It's not crispy. It's a very sort of, I don't know, a comfortable plastic, if you can get there with me. It's wonderfully done. You've got elastic in the sleeves and a nice, very accommodating hood. Elowen, of course, has quite the melon, and if she's got an updo, then it still accommodates room for that. It's very spacious, so even someone like Nima with a big voluminous globe of hair, this actually does fit over the afro, so you can sort of play with that any way you want to. I love this coat. I think it's just very fun, and I'm looking forward to playing with this more, and literally playing with this with things like photography and what have you. This, if you want to experiment with light, if you're like playing with, you know, you're in your Instagram photographer era and you're playing with doll photography, using gels over your lens or what have you, this would reflect light in such a fun, whimsical way that, you know, like a fabric garment may not. I just think it's exciting. So I hope that you enjoy this and that you get a good opportunity for a photo op in the rain in April, because this is so fun for me. And of course, if anybody has like a heeled rain boot, it's Elowen. But fun fact, not only does Elowen get a heeled rain boot, so does Grace. They're not separate shoes. The exciting part is that you can wear the same pair for both dolls. So that doesn't always happen. With this collection, Elowen and Grace can share the boot. They fit both dolls. It's fabulous. And although the hood is rather accommodating, it is also, I think, really charming on Grace. It just feels very cute. It's very sort of chic. Obviously very roomy, but I don't think that's, and it's not a hindrance necessarily. It's not a bad thing. So play with that any way you want to. The size of the coat lends itself to lots of different sort of silhouettes. If you want to wear something that's smaller than the hemline of the coat underneath this, mazel tov. If you want to wear something that is a little bit longer, or maybe comes out just past the end, I think that also is really pretty. It's just fun. Like you're not necessarily, although this comes with bold color accessories, you're not confined to whatever those accessories are. We did the weekend market actually, and I just took off the belt altogether and used the belt that comes with that dress over the top of the coat. So if you still want sort of a cinched silhouette, use a belt, sure. It doesn't have, the coat itself does not have snaps or buckles or whatever, so if you want to keep it closed, that's a great way to do it. But you don't necessarily need to use a black belt or a red boot. You can really play with these any number of ways. I love the appearance of this with the black and white variation of berry picking. I thought it was so cute. That little black belt, I think, really incorporates a new sort of cohesiveness and texture to the whole thing. It's very fun. And then if you wanted to do something monochromatic like we have on Elowen or Nima there in the corner, it's easy to play with. The garment itself is maybe not like a mix and match garment, but I can't think of a more versatile thing than something that's totally transparent. You can wear this with anything. And I hope that it's, you know, scratching the whimsy itch for you, because this is exciting for me. It's very season appropriate, and I don't know, I think doing a little like photo shoot with her under like a spigot of water, so she's like enjoying the rain, would just be so fun. So have fun with it.
Thank you, Christopher. That was really fun. I always so enjoy hearing your take and everything. As our wonderful fashion director, he sets up beautiful ways to style the dolls. If you didn't notice, I just noticed that this blazer, he put Grace's blazer belt on the outside. And that looks so pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I still wanted to cinch the coat, but I didn't necessarily need two belts. So yeah, there's no rules with styling and fashion, but especially not when it's, you know, not you. If you feel not empowered to be brave enough to do what you think you actually might really enjoy on your own body, you have a teeny tiny plastic one that you can maybe get all of that out with, and then, I don't know, in a perfect world, maybe that even inspires you to be more exciting with your own clothes.
What I love about fashion and doll clothes is you can really do what speaks to you.
Yeah.
And so you can, with this, because it's transparent, you can show off any outfit that you love, and then your doll can be ready for rain walking. This one is especially wonderful because this is going to fit any one of your fashion dolls.
Yeah.
So it's not just limited to Elowen and Grace. Who is this not going to fit?
Exactly.
This is stretchy.
Yeah. Well, and let's say that our dolls have hands that you can remove, but if whatever you collect may or may not have hands you can remove, and the elastic on that sleeve is really, it's very accommodating, and you can really put that over anybody.
It is. So you're looking at 16-inch dolls, of course, it's going to be perfect for, but you can go for 18-inch dolls. It's just going to be a little bit shorter or even a little bit smaller. Yeah. Of course, this was made for Elowen, fits Grace beautifully. The boots just kind of slide around. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. There's not a zipper, there's not a clasp or anything on the boot. They're a very nice shoe. With that said, they slip off really nicely.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of wriggle them on to get them on the foot, but they're a great, wonderful snug fit.
Ruby Red does an amazing job when they manufacture our shoes and boots, especially the high-heeled ones, because they put in like a little wedge. It's an actual wedge inside the boot that just makes them fit beautifully.
Yeah.
So one surprise that we are going to have with this shipment when you receive it is also you are going to receive it with a paper doll by Dee in Brazil. So Dee is actually making that paper doll right now, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise. And then it will also have a cover letter to give you some fun ideas for your April showers. It's called rain walking officially, but your rain walking ensemble for the Land and Sea collection. So this is a little treat in the middle of the month.
Yeah.
It's an opt-in for everybody. This is not on our subscription, and we would love for you to have this if you feel so called.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great outfit for Elowen's outfit next month because it's you know, you're going to need this when you're traveling, and Elowen is taking flight, and we're so excited.
I'm very excited. Let's just say the finale of the season for Elowen is going out with a bang. I'm very excited.
Very much.
I think this is a wonderful piece for any doll collector. You'd asked me earlier if there was any sort of fun, inventive way to style this, and I was like, if this were on a person, over nothing. Like, I just love the idea of like just a nice little demure nude silhouette. And there are lots of dolls, like if you're a BJD collector or any of the sort of like seamless dolls that don't have visible joints, that would be so chic to have just like a cute little, like, you know?
And okay, and then I was like, okay, but
we can't do that for
Elowen. We're not
Elowen.
going to do that for Elowen.
But if you collect other dolls, you know, it'll fit them.
And then I pulled out her swimsuit, and then we were like doing it, and then Christopher's like, "Are you actually going to be wearing a raincoat over a swimsuit?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
I'm not.
But we're not stopping you if you want to. Go out in the rain in your swimsuit. Take Elowen with you.
Yeah, we love it. So we can't wait to see your photos. We hope you enjoy this latest addition to the Land and Sea collection.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.